Okay, this is part 3, the final part, I'd imagine, I hope, on the mark of the beast in Revelation in your King James Bible, right? It's an uncorrupted English-speaking reading Bible. If you don't have one in your possession and it's your sole Bible for reading, studying, meditating on the words of God, then I suggest you get one. Okay. When the first vile judgment is released on the earth, the wrath of God, chapter 16, what occurs? Chapter 16, verse 1, and I heard a voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Again, right? It's the men which had the mark of the beast, comma, and upon them which worshipped his image. Right? For instance, MasterCard. If you have a look at my video I did ages ago on MasterCard and the symbol of MasterCard, it's exactly the same symbol when you look down upon the Washington Monument that is in the grounds, the manicured lawns, the grounds surrounding the Washington Monument, the obelisk, Osiris's phallus, the story of Freemasonry, okay, as the MasterCard symbol, right? So don't tell me there is no image of the beast today that people are worshipping, because people worship money, right? And how do they get their money? Through MasterCard, just through as one of many examples, right? MasterCard is a logo, the Vasices Pisces, I think it's called, and it's clearly shown looking down from Google Earth upon the Washington Monument. Right, and the second angel poured out his vial upon the sea, and it became as the blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea. So the first judgment of the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth is that a grievous sore fell upon the men which had the mark of the beast. Okay, so this is why biometric payment systems, these are just my thoughts now. This is why biometric payment systems is unleashing on the earth and has been ever since, really going back before Obama's presidency, but it really started to kick off worldwide in 2014. Okay, that's when I got onto it and saw that Zwipe was one of the first startup companies to use a biometric bank card, and then everything went biometric after that on the phones, the ATMs, and so on and so forth, okay, to capture the world's DNA for payments in allegiance, swearing of allegiance to the beast New World Order system. Whether people know about it or not makes no difference. It's in the Word of God, right? And if people don't believe it, those that have got it in their possession and hear people preach from it every weekend, or don't preach on these subjects because most people don't touch Revelation or the book of Daniel, so bully to them, okay? They chose to ignore what was in here, and everyone will have to deal with the consequences thereof. So before we get to the first trumpet judgment, 7 trumpet judgments and 7 vials, the world will be subjected to the mark of the beast system. Why would the mark of the beast be released during the 7 trumpets and the 7 vials? The world will be thrown into utter climate chaos, right? Second vial, the waters turn to blood. Do you think anyone's going to be worrying about joining a biometric payment system at that point when the waters have all turned to blood, and the consequences on the earth, the disease and everything that's going to follow from that action, from that event occurring? No. So this is why biometric payment systems, the mark of the beast, is being set up now, has been for a long time, you know, preceding the first trumpet judgment, because they won't be dealing with this stuff when this comes. They want this completely set up on the earth before climate chaos comes. The judgments, the space weather. You know, Obama signed the space weather executive order on the 13th of October 2016. To the number of his name from birth. I covered that in a video. This is exactly why this is going down now. Just like the HSBC ad says, the sign, the billboard. Your DNA is your data, the future of banking. Don't be part of this system. By the time we get to the Great Tribulation period, the last 42 months of Obama's reign on the earth, the world will be saturated, every country. There'll be no way to escape giving up your iris retina or your fingerprint or your palm scan or your finger vein scan for payments. So, I don't know, each of us is individually going to have to deal with the consequences of that and have a plan B to survive up until the time that we're gathered up. Thanks for listening.